So what's the status of Kathleen Kennedy and the future of Star Wars? This is Exasperated Nerd Explains. Early this week, news of Kathleen Kennedy's retirement spread across the internet, and parts of the Star Wars fandom were celebrating, hoping for a new direction. But even at that point, the news was she was retiring, possibly by the end of the year. She wasn't being fired. This was not a repudiation of her work, so while I understood the sentiment of a new hope, I did not think it mattered that much. She was undoubtedly a force behind the direction of Star Wars, but she's not the only one making these Star Wars decisions. There are giant teams of people behind everything that is released. And then the news came out that she is retiring at some point in the future, which is the general plan everyone has, so that's not really news. But also, she's going to pick a successor. Even if she does retire from the head of Lucasfilm, she said in an interview that she will never retire from movies and she will die making movies, which essentially means
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving!
If Disney is letting her pick her successor, then they obviously still stand behind her and what she has done. And what are the chances she's going to pick a successor that completely undoes what she did, rewriting the entire history of Star Wars? I'm going to say 0. I've heard time and again from rumor mongers online that they are going to erase the sequel trilogy and replace it with something else. Kathleen Kennedy is always days away from being fired, and Disney will right the ship by putting someone else in charge. In spite of all evidence to the contrary, these rumors still persist. I don't see that happening. George Lucas's Star Wars is gone. Disney Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars is all that is left. Even if years down the line someone does erase the sequel trilogy still happened, just like the Star Wars Legacy books and comics happened, but this is different because you'll never get the original actors back for a do-over. So what's next for Star Wars? Well, we have Andor Season 2 coming out over the course of 4 weeks soon. As far as movies, there's still several in development that I had completely forgot about, which Kathleen Kennedy gave updates on in the midst of all the attention she was getting. The Mandalorian and Grogu's movie is apparently coming out next May. Sean Levy, who directed Deadpool and Wolverine, is working on a movie that will take place 5 or 6 years after the sequel trilogy and will mostly feature new characters. They are still working on a new trilogy of movies focused on Rey. James Mangold's Jedi Origin movie is still in the works, as is a movie from Taika Waititi, though Kennedy said that that's if he ever finishes his script. So if all those do come out, that more than doubles what's been released by Kennedy so far, and there's no signs of it stopping, in spite of the hopes from one side of the fandom. But what do you think? Do you think when Kennedy steps down, there will be a real change and shakeup to Star Wars lore? Do you think Disney Star Wars will continue as normal? Let me know in the comments below, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.